Hey, this is the Fight Nerd after Bellator 33. Joining me now is Rick Hawn, who just got a big win tonight at Bellator 33. Rick, how you feeling?
I feel great. Obviously, it's great to win, and it's even better to win with a knockout.
And also to win on TV, which is also really cool.
Oh yeah, definitely. But the crowd was great, and to be on TV is just a bonus.
All right, now one thing we have to talk about right away is your judo skills. You got a picture-perfect Seoinage on this dude. Took him right down. How'd you set that up?
That's been my bread and butter move my whole judo career for 20 years. That was the first throw I learned. So it's second nature to me, and anytime I feel someone give me that opportunity, I take it, and it just happens, and it worked out great for me tonight.
Now let's say against an opponent with a little bit more fights than your opponent tonight. Do you think that would still work on him, or do you think you need to have a different setup?
If you knew it was coming, he'd obviously have to set up a little better. But there's tons of combinations and options I can do to set any of those throws up, and I have, that's just one throw. I usually don't even use that throw, so there's a lot to do.
I noticed you were looking a few times for a few foot sweeps from the clinch. You weren't able to quite cash those. What do you think went wrong with those foot sweeps?
I don't think I was falling through enough with them. I wasn't closing the distance. I was a little too hesitant for most of the first round. So that's something I got to work on. But those work great for me in a lot of my fights that I've had.
Now, looking back on your performance, it's only been a few hours since you fought, but looking back from what you can remember of the fight, how do you feel about your performance tonight?
I have a lot to work on. Obviously, it's only my ninth fight. I started off a little hesitant, a little slow. Levon was a great striker. He was a good striker, so I think that kind of made me a little cautious, a little too cautious. But I have a lot to work on, and I'm looking forward to start training again.
Now, you were training for this fight with Jimmy Pedro at his training center. Now, what did you guys do to get ready for this fight? What do you guys do in general to get ready for MMA-style fights?
Basically, I don't really do a whole lot of judo. I'm actually going to start going back again because now I'm training full-time. I have more time to do that. Mostly been focusing on my striking at Sit Yat Tong in Somerville, Mass, and then Henzo Gracie, New Hampshire. I've been working on my jiu-jitsu skills because those I feel are the two things that are lacking me the most. But obviously I'm going to get back to judo and cross-train with that, and that obviously works pretty well.
Now you mentioned now you're starting to train full-time. Does this mean you were working beforehand?
Yeah, my first seven fights, whatever, 6 fights, I've been at full-time 40-hour-a-week job. So now that I've signed with Bellator, I'm able to train full-time, and that is just an unbelievable difference.
Now, without prying too much, can you tell us what you did before you were a full-time fighter?
I worked undercover security for a major retailer.
All right, so this is definitely a little bit better, I guess.
Definitely much safer and better, yeah.
All right, now hopefully you're going to be moving on to the Bellator Tournament next time they come around. Is there any guys you're looking at fighting, or is there any guys you might think you'd be matched up well against?
I don't really know who's going to be in the tournament. I assume Hornbuckle, Lyman probably be back in it. I don't really, haven't really thought about it. I'm just looking forward to training and getting back in the training mode, and whoever they put in front of me, that's who I'm going to fight.
All right, now last question. Tonight we saw funky Ben Askren take that title from Lyman Good. What do you see as Ben Askren's greatest weaknesses, and how would you match up against him?
Well, obviously he's an awesome wrestler. His biggest weaknesses was like when I first started doing MMA was my striking. He's not as good a striker as he is a wrestler, but he doesn't need to be. Obviously with the performance tonight, so he makes up for that with his great wrestling skills. But I was at the same boat when I first started doing MMA. I have a couple more fights than he does, but I know he's going to get better. He's an athlete. He's a great athlete. So he will get better, and he will be all-around better fighter fairly soon, I'm sure.
All right, well, Rick, congrats again on your win. We look forward to seeing you again in Bellator.
All right, thank you very much. Appreciate it.